Hello again, it's Cartoon 12 of DeviantArt and Comic Fury, back for another how to draw video. So if you guys have been following the videos, then you know that for the past 4 or 5 videos I've been focusing mostly on just drawing the main character from my webcomic, Jamie Jupiter, both in her alien and human form. So today we're finally going to get off of Jamie and start focusing on some of the other characters from my comic. So today I'm going to be showing you how I draw one of the other main characters from my comic. In this case, today we're going to be drawing Clara Friedman. So to save time, I drew a circle and the guidelines, so let's get started. And so also to switch it up, instead we're going to have her facing in this direction. So we're going to get her face going. Just like before, follow the guidelines. We're going to get her neck and her cheek going. Get the outlines of her face, and let me just get her shoulders in here real quick. And we'll sketch in her hoodie here real fast. And I'll do that in a little more detail in the next video when I show how to do her body. Get rid of a few guidelines that we don't need anymore already. Alright, now so unlike Jamie is a very optimistic character, and so Clara is definitely the opposite of this. If you've been following the comic, you know she is a very, what they call, pessimistic character. She's always worrying and always seeing the bad stuff of life and rather than the good. So we're actually going to do a little different face here than usual, because past few videos Jamie was always smiling, so since Clara's not a very smiling type, her expression's going to be a little different here. So, but let's get her eyes going. So now instead, she's kind of frowning here. So what we're going to do is, we're going to have one eyebrow going down, and then we're going to have another eyebrow arcing up like this, so she's got this kind of interested, kind of what the heck is going on kind of expression. And circle in her eyes. Then we get the shine going in here. Fill in another circle inside to get the pupils of the eyes. Do the same thing over here. And now for her hair, so almost like we did Jamie's hair, she's going to have a part going on top. Then we're going to go all the way around like this. Bring it down almost till it's about right around her cheek here. Then for the part in her hair, bring it down around her eye. Then it's going to meet right here. So she kind of has her hair kind of drapes her, kind of hides her face a little bit, so I think that kind of brings out her character a little more, because since Jamie's more optimistic, her hair's pulled back, she's smiling, she's very confident, so whereas with Clara she's very just like in her shell all the time, very introverted, always out for the truth. You know, she's a photographer and a reporter, or trying to be a reporter anyway, so she's always investigating things and questioning things. So, but because she also kind of gets picked on and bullied a lot, I kind of designed it so that her hair kind of hides her face a little bit, so to kind of show. I almost kind of got a little inspired from Violet from The Incredibles a little bit, like the way that her hair she's kind of hiding behind her hair a little bit, the way she kind of carries herself. But gradually as the series goes along, she starts to become a little more outgoing and a little more confident, which I think, whether she knows it or not, Jamie kind of inspires her to kind of stand up for herself a little more. So, okay, but anyway, but while I was blabbing there, she's got one big strand of hair that comes down and covers her ear, like that. And then from the part, she's got real long black hair, so you just draw a little line going down there. And then right around right in the middle here, it's the other side of her hair. And then if you want, well, she's got dark hair, so we'll take the time here and shade it in real quick. We'll just do this very, very quickly. So then, just like before, just like I did with Jamie, the next video that I do, I'll show you how I do a body shot of her, and then I'm going to try and do something a little different with her posture, so that way it'll kind of bring out her sort of introverted character a little bit more. But for now, since we're just doing the head, just having this sort of, I don't want to say confused, but sort of this interested expression, because like I said, she's always out for the truth, always questioning things, and for right now, she's been trying to get the proof that she needs in order to prove that Jamie's actually an alien, because she thinks if she turns her in, she'll get fame and fortune and be real famous and everything. But I think as these episodes goes on, she's about to learn that Jamie is probably the best friend that she's ever had, probably the only friend she's ever had. So I don't want to give too much away, but let's just say as the series goes on, she's gradually, slowly but surely going to change her tune here. So, and almost forget to do that, gotta initial your work. But that's it. There's Clara. So as I get the guidelines going here, as I said in the last video, I'm actually going to do a slightly new pose here for her, because Jamie was the more optimistic character, and as I was explaining last time, Clara is the more pessimistic character, the one who's always looking at the bad things instead of the positives. So we're going to draw a new pose here that is hopefully going to reflect that different personality here. So I'm just going to pencil in her body real quick, and then we'll add the clothes over top. And if you don't remember the last video, or if you're just coming into this, don't worry, I'll put a link to the other video in the comments here. Blah, 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 blah. Can't talk today. It's very hot today. I think the heat's starting to get to me here. Alright, so I think that new pose is mainly going to be in her arms here, because what we're going to do here, we're going to have her arms folded. Just going to have her arms crossed. So this is going to be a little tricky here, but I know I can do it. So let's see. So we're going to have one arm going this way and show the bend in her arm, and we're going to be having a lot of guidelines erased here eventually, but we'll get to that in a second. So let's get the other arm penciled in here. So she's going to have one hand here kind of folded in. So let's get the other bend in her arm, and then her arm's going to come over like this. So that looks very, very confusing there, so let's get rid of some of these lines on the inside. So then it should look a little better in the end here. I'll clean that up a bit. And there we go, arms folded. So one hand here is being obscured and the other one isn't, so now Clara, if you guys follow the comic, Clara wears a green hoodie here, so since it's long sleeved, it should be fairly easy here. So we're just going to put one line there for the end of the sleeve, and we'll put some other little folds in here right where her arm bends to suggest the fabric there. Then up at the top here, since her hood is behind here, she kind of has these two bumps going on either side. And fabric just sweeps down like this. And then we'll have these two lines here for the strings that tighten the hood. And then down here, shirt just ends off like that. Then we're just gonna, all she wears is just jeans, so simple enough. So we're gonna have gonna taper off down here. Just kind of square this off a bit. Then we'll just sketch in her shoes real quick. Let's get rid of some of the lines. And the laundry's done. Gotta do my chores still. Draw those pictures, do the laundry, multitask. Then not all the time, but sometimes if you want, you can add in a few little lines here and there just to kind of suggest the folds in the fabric. I usually don't do that, but sometimes if you do an extreme close-up, then you can start adding folds in the fabric. That's totally up to you, whichever style you draw in, but I just like to keep things simple here. Alright, so finally for the hair, she has very long black hair. So in the last video when I just did the head, we weren't able to see the rest of it, but now that we're doing her body, now we can. And it's pretty simple. That's it. Just draw it just like that. It's pretty much just a bunch of straight lines. Always keep it simple. Probably word of advice, a good thing to do is to try and practice different poses, because even when a character is just simply standing like this, the different ways that they stand and the ways that they put their arms and their hands and whatnot, that can really say something about a character. So the last few videos I did where I was highlighting Jamie, so she's optimistic, she was pretty much just kind of standing there with a smile on her face, but in this case, since Clara's a more negative person, I put her arms here folded to kind of suggest that how skeptical she is. Just sometimes simple hand gestures like that can really bring out a character more. So if you're working on a comic of your own or a try and develop different characters, try just look in different books and magazines and use some examples like that and just try out different poses, and you'll see just how much a character can be brought out just in a few little gestures there. But enough of me blabbing. That is it. There's Clara Friedman in a full-on body shot, looking very pessimistic and very curious and ready to try and reveal Jamie's secret. So that's it for now, and next time I'll probably be showing you how I draw Tyler Forster. So until then, hope you enjoyed it, and bye-bye.